You're promoting total abstinence.
Total abstinence, yeah.
How practical a message is that for today's young kids?
It's very practical because I think the stereotype is that everybody's out there doing it. You know, that the image is because sex, so to speak, I guess would say it sells, you know, because of in the media, from print, whatever. It gives you the impression that everyone's doing it, so it's encouraging, I think, the young people that this is just a normal way of acting, a normal behavior. But not everyone's really doing it. There's people out there, there's a lot of young people that are really trying to withstand. Maybe they haven't been sexually pure their whole life, but a lot of them are trying to change their mind and say, I don't want to give into that peer pressure. I can make a decision on my own.
But what do you tell kids who don't have much and say, hey, why shouldn't I enjoy my own sexuality? It's one of the few things I have access to.
Well, because it is that. It's something very precious. It's something that's very, I think it's the most highest valuable gift that a person can have is their own body. And that's really how I look at it personally, is that, you know, you need to take care of your body, take care of yourself, and not just give it around or pass it around like butter at a table or anything of that nature.
When you tell kids that, what do they say?
Well, some of them are saying, well, you know, I understand what you're saying, but it's hard. You know, I mean, my friends are telling me this, my boyfriend is telling me that, I'm getting pressured here and there, you know, but I say, hey, if I can sort of abstain NBA for 9 years and I'm not practicing sex, and I say it's probably a little bit easier for you than me.
You practice what you preach. You've abstained totally.
Yes, I have.
You don't think that odd?
And today, by the norm, yeah, of course. I think type athletes especially are, in general, promoting otherwise. You know, hey, have fun. You only live them for so long. Going out there and, you know, make as many babies as you can, it seems like. And that's not only from athletes, but it's from just men in
We're not
general.
talking about we're not talking about making babies. We're talking about having sex here. I mean, it is a part of life's experience.
Right.
You don't think you've missed anything in life as a result?
No, I don't. I don't think I missed anything. I mean, if you look at the potentials, you know, out there, or what I could have missed, you know, maybe the lady I was probably with, maybe being pregnant, you know, maybe some particular sexually transmitted disease, just a question in my mind, you know, or just really emotionally giving myself to somebody that I know I'm not going to be with for the rest of my life. I don't think I missed out on anything. I think it's worth the wait.
How hard has it been to abstain, AC? I mean, we've all heard, you know, Will Chamberlain's claim that he slept with 20,000 women, and Magic Johnson, women by the thousands. Basketball players live in life's fast lane. There are a lot of young ladies and a lot of road stops.
How hard is it?
How hard is it?
It really just depends on the individual. You know, if your appetite is great, then, you know, it's going to be as hard. It's going to be hard as you name it. But for me, for someone who's really not looking for that, it's very easy, but it's pretty easy. Because I'm not really out there. I'm not trying to get close to the fire, because if I do, I feel I probably will get burned, because I'm not a superhuman being. I'm someone that can fall, I can slip, I can stumble, and definitely I'll make mistakes.
What do your teammates, what do the other NBA players make of this? I can only imagine.
Well, there are those that will say, man, you are crazy. You know, you're crazy. What you're saying is just, you know, you're out of this world. It's very unrealistic. For yourself as being an NBA player, as well as what you're trying to tell the other young people. They're going to do it. But then there's those that really try and encourage and say, hey, all these other things they're seeing, they must not be working, because you look at what's happening with the single parents, you know, you look at as far as even the children that's babies having babies. Hey, we got to give them another message out there, so I applaud what you're trying to do.
You hear a lot today about practicing safe sex. But if there was such a thing as safe sex, then why are so many young people paying such a high price? The numbers of unwanted pregnancies, abortion, sexually transmitted diseases, including the HIV virus, are increasing dramatically each and every year. Instead of playing Russian roulette with your life, isn't it about time you try something new? The only true form of safe sex, the only 100% guaranteed way that you will not get a sexually transmitted disease or an unwanted pregnancy, is to abstain from sex until the point that you get married.